strong suggestion. I urge you, please, don't do it. I urge you, I'm pleading with you, don't do it. Urge. Okay? Ask is a easier form. Urge is a strong word. It's a strong. I'm really urging you, please don't do it. I urge you, don't buy that motorcycle. Okay? Is that clear, Dan? Do you understand that?
Not sure.
Okay.
ที่เขาไม่แน่ใจว่า
How would you
คำว่าชัวร์เนี่ยเขาไม่ตาม
yeah, it's a, and urge could be a strong desire. I have it could also be, if I went out and I wanted some chocolate, and I had this craving for chocolate, I would say, I have this strong urge for some chocolate. Okay? A craving. Something I really want. I have a strong urge for chocolate. Okay? I'm going to write that down for tomorrow.
ไม่ใช่ไม่ใช่เขาบอกไม่รู้ตัวไม่อยากได้
Game. Number 4.
Will you accept my decision? Will you accept my explanation? Will you accept my sympathy? Will you accept my
Apologies. Good.
apologies?
Will you accept my advice, decision, explanation, sympathy? A lot of words there. Do we understand those? Do we know what an explanation is?
What is apology? What is apology? Apology.
Oh, what is apology?
Yeah.
An apology is, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't, I hope I didn't offend you. I apologize. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a nice word, apology. Nice word. Now, no? Will you accept my suggestion to read number 5, please?
Yes.
Thank
Number
you.
1. What have you decided? Will you tell me? What has she decided? Will you tell me? What has he decided? Will you tell me?
Good. What have you? What has she? What has he decided? That's pretty clear cut. Okay? Shandi.
I've definitely decided to go to Australia. I've almost decided to go to Australia. I've quite decided to go to Australia. I've on but decided to go to Australia.
So there's some different things, different thoughts there. You definitely decided you were going to go to Australia. And then you almost decided. So, see what I mean? Do you understand almost?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, almost. Not there. Not quite. Didn't make it. Okay. R&D.
He didn't want to say anything to influence my decision.
Influence my decision.
He didn't want to say anything to affect my decision.
Yep.
He didn't want to say anything to complete my decision.
Good. Do we know what those words mean? Are there any questions on those?
No.
Good. Go ahead, Mary. question. And the question is,
Number 7, influence, effect, and complicate is the same meaning.
they're not really. I'll tell you the difference. Influence, remember we were talking about influence? I'm going to try to suggest. I'm going to try to influence you. I'm going to try to suggest to you to think my way. I'm going to try to talk you into. Okay? That's influence. You, Shandi tried to influence Aaron D to buy the blue purse. She tried to influence her to buy the blue purse. Okay? Do you follow that, Shandi?
This is
Now,
the tree is not the same meaning.
Yeah, it's not.
But instead in the
I'll explain. He didn't want to say anything to complicate my decision. He didn't want to say anything to confuse my decision. He didn't want to say anything to make me think too much about. He didn't want to make it complicated for me. He wanted to make it easy, not hard, not complicated. Okay?
okay. This the meaning of this is the same meaning, but it's instead in the sentence.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Let's go back to the example again. It's a good one. When you were shopping with Arun D, she wanted to buy the red purse. You thought she should buy the blue one. You tried to influence her to change her mind and buy the blue one. You were trying to get her to buy the blue one, but you didn't want to say too much to her to get her to make it complicated, to make it harder, more difficult, complicated. So you didn't, you see what I hope that's clear. Complicated means it's not simple. Shandi, complicated means it's the opposite of simple. Simple, right? Simple is easy. Complicated is the opposite. Not easy, not simple is what complicated means. Okay? That's probably the best way. Okay, ready? Go ahead, Amanda.
Me?
Number 8.
She refuses to make up her mind.
Refuses, plural.
Refuses to make up her mind. She hates to make up her mind. She doesn't like to make up her mind. She is afraid to make up her mind. She doesn't want to make up her mind.
Sounds like she just doesn't want to make up her mind, right? Person just does not want to make up her mind. Go ahead, Mary, number 9.
I assume you have decided against buying a new car. I assume you have decided against going to the pictures. I assume you have decided against getting married this year. I assume you have decided against taking my advice. I assume you have decided against working in this department.
Okay. Very good. That's pretty simple. they assume, remember the word assume is not knowing but believing. I believe you've decided against buying a new car. I assume you've decided against buying a new car, okay?
Going to the picture.
Movies, cinema. That's what they say in the American. If you're in New York again and you want to go to the cinema, you might say, I want to go to the pictures, or I want to go to the movies. Okay?
Go to the cinema.
Go to the cinema. They'll know what you mean. A knock.
Yes. It took him a long time to make up his mind. It took her a long time to make up her mind. It took you a long time to make up your mind. It took me a long time to make up my mind. It took us a long time to make up our mind. It took you a long time to make up your mind. It took them a long time to make up their mind.
Good. Okay? That's good. Singular, plural. All right, Dan. Number 11, please.
You can go whenever you like. You can go whenever you like. You can go at whatever time you like. You can go on whatever day you like.
Okay. Do we understand all of those? Whenever you can go, whenever you want. Okay? Game.
We are willing to accept your recommendation. We are willing to adopt.
We're is another way of saying we are. It's an ingredient. We're willing to. Go ahead.
We are willing to adopt your recommendation.
Right.
We're
We're willing.
We are willing to follow your recommendation. We are willing to appeal to your recommendation. We are willing to approve your recommendation.
We're good. Yeah, remember. We're is another way of saying we are. So you're right, you're saying we are, but it's we're. And can we understand those words? We're to accept, adopt, follow, agree, and approve. Yeah? Very good. We're learning a lot of words here. Do we know what the word adopt means?
I know in Thai, but Thai to explain in English is different.
Okay, yeah.
Adopt is admit or admire.
Take in,
Huh?
adopt, take in, accept, accept,
Accept.
yeah. Okay? And we know what approve means? Approve?
It's allow.
Do you know what approve means?
อนุมัติเขาเรียกอะไร allow
Yeah, approve, allow, okay. It's okay, yeah, I approve, it's okay. All right, how about number 13? No.
he knows it's inconvenient, but he wants to go anywhere.
Right.
He knows it's expensive, but he wants to go anywhere. He knows it's dangerous, but he wants to go anywhere. He knows it's lonely, but he wants to go anywhere.
Okay. Do we understand those words? Inconvenient, expensive, dangerous, and lonely?
Yes.
Good.
Simple, simple.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
simple. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go to page 18 at the top
Yes.
and number 14.
According to Mr. Stewart, this is a complicated problem. According to Mr. Stewart, this is a complicated
Issue.
issue. According to Mr. Stewart, this is a complicated affair. According to Mr. Stewart, this is a complicated situation.
Good. Do we know what a situation is?
Yes, yes.
The The coronavirus, the coronavirus is creating a difficult situation. Okay? The virus is creating a difficult situation. Do you understand that now? The virus is causing a bad situation. It's causing a bad thing. The virus is causing a bad, it's causing a bad medical, it's causing a very bad, serious medical situation. Okay?
Affair.
And hopefully, my being here with you, talking about English, is creating a good situation, creating a good environment, okay? Creating a good experience, okay? Situation. Go ahead.
Can you explain affair?
What's that?
The meaning of affair.
Yes. Affair. The word affair could be, affair is another word for a matter. It's a word for, another word for a situation. In other words, the virus is created, it's a serious affair. It's like an event, affair, event, similar, like that. Okay?
Affair is the same as situation.
It's similar, yeah.
Similar.
The problem, issue, affair, situation, similar. Okay? It's similar. Go ahead, Arundi.
Yeah. She insists that it doesn't make any difference to her. She insists that it doesn't matter to her. She insists that it
Insists.
isn't important.
She insists that it isn't important to her.
She insists that it doesn't mean anything to her. She insists that it's all the same to her.
Right. Okay? Do we understand that? She insists.
She insists.
Yeah, she's very strong. Okay? Go ahead, Mary.
She decided against working on the afternoon.
I assume number 16.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one, yeah, that's it, 16.
I also you have decided against going to Canada. I gather you have decided against going to Canada. I conclude you have decided against going to Canada.
Okay. Here again, remember, just like we were talking about we're, when you see your,
You,
it's your is an abbreviation for you are. Okay? So we're, your, you are, it's all, you know, this, the way you're seeing it is not wrong, but it's a what we call an abbreviation. Your, not,
She insists that it don't make any difference. She keep on saying that it don't make any difference. She tell everybody that it don't make any difference. She agree that it don't make any difference.
but it doesn't make any difference. Just doesn't make any difference. Okay? Go ahead, Dan.
He wouldn't support your decision. He can't support your decision. He doesn't have to support your decision.
I think we're on number 18.
She did again.
She decided against,
She decided against working on the afternoon.
right?
She insists on working on the afternoon.
She insisted on working all afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
She keep on working on the afternoon.
She kept on working all afternoon,
Yeah.
right?
She
Considered, good.
consider working on
All
the
afternoon.
afternoon.
She considered working all afternoon.
Yeah.
We don't know whether she did or not, but she was considering, maybe I'll work all afternoon. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided. Okay? I haven't decided. Oops. What, are there any of those words that we need help with? Okay?
Yeah.
Good. We're starting to see these words. We're starting to see these words more and more. Intended, considered, and that's how we're going to remember. That's how we're going to keep them going. Go ahead. Game. 19.
You accept your decision. Accept your decision. He doesn't have to accept your decision. He isn't willing to accept your decision. He
Good. Right. Good. He wishes.
wishes to accept your decision. What is
Yeah. He wishes to. That's a funny word. I mean, that's funny in this context. He wants to accept your decision. He hopes to accept your decision. He wishes to accept your decision. You know, he's wants to accept the decision, but hasn't accepted it. So he wishes to accept it. I don't think that's the best use of that word. Wishes means hopes for. Hopes for. All right. Now, Noe, would you be kind enough to enlighten us with number
20.
20?
Yes.
Yes, please.
This problem is complicated. This problem is interesting. This problem is difficult.
So now we're starting to see again these words. Complicated, interesting, difficult. Bless you. We know that complicated means
What is difficult?
difficult. That's it.
Past.
Complicated, difficult. And we know that something that's interesting is,
Want to know what? Want
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, okay.
I find something that I really like. I'm very drawn towards. You're all very interested in learning English. Okay? You're very interested in learning English. I hope. But I assume that you would not be here if you weren't. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that if you didn't want to learn English, you wouldn't be here. That's the other word we're hearing a lot, is assume, right? All right, number 21, the last one for today.
You made the right choice. You made the best decision.
And I assume that by being here, you want to learn English. And since you are here, I've decided that you made the right choice by coming. You made the right choice. I think it's the best decision that you're here to learn English. Okay? Good? Did we learn today? Good. All right. Would you bring these up, please?
Bye bye.
Thank you.
น่าจะไม่มา
เป็นมาไหม
แล้วผ้าที่อยู่ในครูมาเต็มเลยโอ้โหตัดแล้วทั้งต้นเลยแล้วไปดูบอกแล้วกินเนี่ยคำชื่อแต่ไม่ได้ตัดแล้วทั้งต้นเลย
This is the same meaning or can or only can substitute in the
Yeah, that's
sentence.
exactly. It means you can use these words, you can substitute them to mean the same thing.
Same meaning.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Anxious, you can use these words in this context. I'm anxious, curious, surprised, astonished. They mean different things,
เนี่ยจริงๆมัน
they mean different things, but you can substitute them
So you don't mean the sentence.
in the sentence. Yes.
No mean more same meaning.
Not the same meaning, right? A little bit different meaning. Okay? Thank you very much.
นี่ออกมาถ้าเป็นทางแล้วก็
Oh, look. Shoes. No, we got you now.
เข้าไปดูว่า
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you.
รถ40เป็นยังไง
You think
อ๋อตามเหมือนที่เราแล้วมันก็ไม่ยุ่งเหมือนกันแถวใช่ไหมปีนี้ที่เป็นที่ถูกของไทยได้ไปเลยผู้จัดการเราอยู่ไม่ขาดได้นะเข้าได้เปลี่ยนอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
ของมือเนาะนะรวมทั้งหมดเลยแรง
ไก่เป็นเลยคือไม่เป็นถูกไม่ไปบ้านที่ว่าที่ไปไหนเลี้ยงอยู่เป็นเด็กน้อยแบบไหนบ้านหลายที่ใช้ได้กับเรื่องนั้นนะเป็นเกี่ยวกับเรื่องนั้นอะไรนะว่าจะว่าจะมาเลยค่ะค่ะอยู่ไป ไปสอบไปตัดไปชักปูมันก็ถึงก็เลยปลูกเอง
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice evening.
อยากได้ที่ญี่ปุ่นไหมวะข้าจะไปแล้ว
เที่ยวเที่ยวเหรอเที่ยวเหรอ